What's good, YouTube? It's Nas and we back with another video. Road to 900 subscribers, of course, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about Jayson Tatum again. And really, I know if y'all are basketball fans, you're hearing all this talk about Jaylen Brown, Jayson Tatum. Jayson Tatum has to sacrifice. This is Jaylen Brown's team. It's always been Jaylen Brown's team. I'm hearing this and I'm like, what? What is this revolutionary talk right now? Yes, I know like there was comparisons of 1A, 1B, but I think at this point it's just getting ridiculous. They're acting like Jayson Tatum isn't a sacrifice player. I think we all know that these next couple games that Jayson Tatum will be on a strict minutes restriction. He will not be playing his minutes that he's used to. He will not be putting up the shots that he used to be taking. But at the same time, to say, or I'm hearing stuff like Jayson Tatum needs to turn into a role player until he's fully healthy. Jayson Tatum should play with the bench and roll with the second option. Yes, some of his minutes should include playing with the bench to get obviously his job accustomated, in which in this next 6 weeks they're going to try to prepare him for the playoffs. But at the same time, are we forgetting who the fuck Jayson Tatum is? And I don't think that Achilles injury will be Achilles heel, excuse the pun, but I won't think it's going to be the end of him like some people think. I don't think that him coming back early is going to be the end of him either. And I feel like all of these internet doctors and all these NBA saying, all the NBA fans saying that, oh my God, Jayson Tatum, he shouldn't rush back from his injury. Wait till he's fully healthy. Do we honestly think that the Boston Celtics would jeopardize their future, Jayson Tatum, their franchise player like that, if he wasn't fully healthy, ready to go? Like, I don't believe that. I do think this is a next step in his recovery. I do think him coming back and seeing where he's at in these next couple games, I do think he would definitely not play back-to-backs. Like, I feel like that's dubs for this season. But when you look at Jayson Tatum as a player, I feel like we forget that Jayson Tatum usually sacrifices a lot. And Jaylen Brown sacrifices a lot for him too. They act like they're not a championship winning duo. They don't have a chip. Like, I feel like people were getting on Carmelo Anthony's ass for saying that this is Jaylen Brown's team and Jayson Tatum should sacrifice, into which niggas is like, Melo has never sacrificed in his life. And that's true, but Carmelo Anthony was making a good point. This is Jaylen Brown's team. Like, I think we all know that Jayson Tatum is walking on to Jaylen Brown's team. But at the same time, you cannot honestly say that Jayson Tatum has to fit into Jaylen Brown's system. No, I don't think that, and I don't believe that. I don't believe the Celtics will play like that, and I don't believe Joe Mazzulla will play like that. I think they will use Jayson Tatum like they've always used Jayson Tatum in the Joe Mazzulla era. Like, I don't believe if Jayson Tatum wasn't ready to play his brand of basketball, he wouldn't be coming back today. And that's why I'm making this video, because it's been announced that he's officially available for today, in which these conversations that I'm hearing about Jayson Tatum are honestly getting crazy. Like, I feel like at some point when he was healthy, he was a little bit overrated, but now it's coming to seem like he's underrated. Like, it's kind of crazy how people are talking about Jayson Tatum in these next couple days, and then for him to have a great game today or even have good games next week when he plays basketball, I feel like people are going to switch up and say, yeah, this is Jayson Tatum's team. What was Jaylen Brown was just holding down the fort, in which I'm not going to discredit Jaylen Brown, because like I say in every Celtics video I made, like, I didn't expect the Celtics to be this high. I was telling my brother that this would probably be a tanking season, and it didn't end up being a tanking season. The Celtics ended up winning, and Jaylen Brown held it down long enough for Jayson Tatum to obviously return. But at the same time, I do think that JT sees that honestly there's a chance to win a championship. If Jayson Tatum is 80% of himself or even 90% of himself, they will be a championship. They will be borderline championship. Like, there's no debates about it. I do think this Celtics roster does have flaws, definitely, but at the same time, adding a superstar in Jayson Tatum, which I don't think he will be at that level extremely there yet, but at the same time, I don't think he will be a bona fide role player either, like people are trying to talk about him to be this season. Probably this video is going to seem like a rant, because I ain't gonna lie, the conversations that are being had right now are honestly crazy. Like, I didn't think Jayson Tatum's rep would be this bad. Like, I honestly thought, yes, there's excitement coming back, but at the same time, for niggas to just say that Jayson Tatum just needs to sacrifice, acting like Jayson Tatum hasn't been a professional, acting like Jayson Tatum hasn't sacrificed throughout his career, even though he's been the number one option, like, it makes no sense. And him being what, like the 1B this time, like, I do think it's not 1 or 2 option like people try to make it seem like, because Jaylen Brown is like that, and he's proved that he could be a number 1 option, yes, but I don't think it's 1 or 2. Like I keep saying, like, it's 1A, 1B. So right now, Jaylen Brown would be the 1A and Jayson Tatum would be the 1B. And even there's some series in the playoffs where, honestly, they play a series against what? Let me think, for example, like the Miami Heat. Like, sometimes Jaylen Brown would take the most shots in the series and Jayson Tatum would be the number 2 option if they have the matchup. I remember during their 2024 run against the Indiana Pacers, who won Eastern Conference Finals MVP? Jaylen Brown. And he was taking the most shots on that team. In the finals, Jayson Tatum took that role, taking the most shots, but he was just missing his shots. And Jaylen Brown ended up with the finals MVP too. So when you look at that, I really just don't think that people should be overthinking this. I feel like people are overthinking Jayson Tatum coming back. I feel like people are overthinking him returning 10 months since his injury. I do think that because, honestly, it's modern day science, bro. They're NBA players. I do think modern day science is way better than what it was 10 years ago, even 15 years ago. Like, I do feel like if the Mavs were in playoff contention right now, you think Kyrie would be sitting out right now? Like, let's keep it a buck. Like, Kyrie Irving will be back. Like, but when you look at that and you look at Jayson Tatum, who just turned 28, by the way, and he's supposed to have peak basketball left, and which I do think he will be accustomed to playing, but at the same time, I'm not even really a big Jayson Tatum fan. Like, I like watching Jayson Tatum sometimes when he's aggressive, not when he's 3-point shot chucking, but at the same time, I'm not going to be hyper criticism of him, which coming back from an injury is going to be really hard to do, because I do see him only playing 20 to 25 minutes a night until probably the last 2 weeks of the season, where they finally adjust him and get ready for playoff time. But at the same time, I don't expect it to be 10 to 15 minutes like other people are saying. They're going to be extra careful. No, because he's an NBA player. They're not going to baby him, bro. Like, I feel like people are overthinking this Jayson Tatum thing and probably trying to overanalyze it more than it should be. I do think, yes, this is Jaylen Brown's team, and right now Jayson Tatum is walking on. But at the same time, the other guys that are playing with Jaylen Brown right now, they're going to have to fit around Jayson Tatum. Like, that's where I feel like it's going to have to be. It's not Jayson Tatum's going to have to fit in with them. No, they're going to have to fit right in with Jayson Tatum. And Jayson Tatum's brand of basketball should be perfect for that. Like, when Jaylen Brown goes to the bench, Jayson Tatum could still stay in. When they could sub in for each other. I don't know, bro. But I'm interested to see how this plays out tonight, because I will be watching. And I do think Jayson Tatum will be back to the player that he once was. Maybe not immediately, but it will come. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about Jayson Tatum returning tonight. Do you agree with all the basketball opinions that are being put out right now about Jayson Tatum coming back? Or let me know y'all own basketball opinions about Jayson Tatum coming back. Y'all let me know down below. Subscribe. What's good, y'all? If y'all made it to the end of the video, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And there's a video right here. I'm pretty sure you're gonna like it if you like this one. And the channel icon's right there if you want to just check out the channel in general. And yeah, leave a like too, because it really helps the algorithm push me out. And yeah, I appreciate y'all for watching this video nonetheless.